And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to our final game here of the night at Waterbury Municipal Stadium between the host team, Overlook Blacksox, of this 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series, and the Ponce Cyclones out of Ponce, Puerto Rico. Here for the prime time matchup, the final game of tonight. And because of the coin toss, Overlook will be the away team. And it'll be a guy who was in this World Series just a year ago, Max Gross, to lead things off for the Blacksox. And he takes that one inside for a ball. Max Gross was on this very Overlook team a year ago in this Mickey Mantle World Series. As he sees that one for a strike, is this Overlook Blacksox team was the runner-up in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series, falling to the champions, the Michigan Bulls, in the championship round. As Gross cuts to that one, strike two. He actually pitched some big innings in some crucial elimination games right here at this very field. And a year later, he's back for more. That one's going to miss outside. Alejandro Gonzalez, the starting pitcher for the Ponce Cyclones. The Puerto Rican representative in the Mickey Mantle World Series tournament. The 2-2 pitch to Gross, as that one misses inside. The 3-2 pitch to Gross. And got him looking strike three. So Alejandro Gonzalez fights back and gets the leadoff hitter Max Gross looking.
The shortstop, number 9, Ryan Shalaba.
Ryan Shalaba now stepping in. And Gross, who was ahead of that count for the majority of the at-bat. So Ryan Shalaba, who is at shortstop today. The 0-1 pitch. And that one's going to miss for a ball. With Cody Cologne, the designated hitter, waiting in on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one misses outside. And swings at the high fastball, strike two. Two-two pitch. That misses outside. All full out. Full count here is Alejandro Gonzalez. Looking to win the battle here early. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a chopper to shortstop. Robert Morales on a hop. On to first for the second out of the inning. So quick 2 up, 2 down. It'll be the designated hitcher Cody Cologne. Try to extend this in and get the host team for this Mickey Mantle World Series their first base run of the night. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses the outside corner. The 1-1. And a good curveball cut on a missed strike, too. Gonzalez is really looking settled in here early. Pitching sequence has been phenomenal early in the first. Here's the 1-2. And chopped foul will do it again. The 1-2 pitch as he saws that one out to right center field deep in the gap, and that one's going to get down and keep rolling. Cologne's going to head for second. He'll stop right there, but it's a 2-out double for Cody Cologne. Alejandro has been really keeping the first two Overlook batters off guard, but took the inside fastball right out to the gap. It's RJ Berlone now as Overlook looking to strike first here. As he swings at the first pitch and skies this one to right field, Michael Vasquez under it. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Despite a 2-out hit, Alejandro Gonzalez leaves this inning unscathed. Bottom of the first coming up. Ponce coming to bat. So here in the bottom of the first inning now is a Bia Medina stepping in. So that one misses inside. Mike Kozlowski, the pitcher on the mound for the Overlook Blacksox. As the 2-2 pitch, as that one's going to skip low now, 3-2. So Ponce trying to get their first base runner of the night, and he skies that one down the left field line, and ranging over and making the catch, Mitch Abramovich. And foul territory for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 13, Robert Morales.
So Robert Morales, who is playing shortstop for the Cyclones tonight, stepping in at the 2 spot. And he saws that one foul to play. The 1-1 pitch that catches the outside corner for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, and that one misses outside. Hector Baker waiting in on deck. The 2-2 pitch, and he saws that one off to shortstop. Scalaba has it on to first for the second out of the inning. So quick 2 up, 2 down for Mike Kozlowski.
The center fielder, number 52, Hector Baerga.
Hector Baerga with 2 outs trying to get.
Same thing, you're gonna have to go downstairs and move them downstairs on the outside, okay?
What?
You're gonna have to do this downstairs on the outside.
Yeah.
You're live streaming?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to do it downstairs outside. Ray will clear out room for it down there.
The
I didn't finish it.
1-0 pitch is high for a ball.
Yeah, take care of it then.
Okay, me mandó.
The 2-0 swung on a
If
miss.
there's no room to see Ray, he'll make room for you downstairs.
Okay.
The 2-1 swung on a miss, strike 2. So Kozlowski 1 strike away from going 3 up, 3 down. 2-2 pitch. Cut on a miss, strike 3. Mike Kozlowski able to fad in the last batter. 3 up, 3 down. We're through an inning of play, scoreless here at Municipal Stadium. So Aaron Boehner now to lead things off for Overlook. The 4, 5, 6 going up for the Blacksox. As Alejandro Gonzalez was extremely sharp in the first inning of play as he gave up the double to Cologne, but that was all. As Berlone swings through that one for strike one. And cut on a missed strike two. The 1-2 pitch, that one misses outside. A jam-packed day tomorrow at Waterbury Municipal Stadium. 5 games played here, starting at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time to 8 o'clock at night Eastern Time. As that one's up the middle, but right into the glove of Robert Morales for the first inning.
Second baseman, number 1, Johnny Green.
So Johnny Green stepping in, the second baseman for this Overlook Blacksox team. As he was also a member of the runner-up championship team from a year ago. As he swings at the high fastball, strike one. As Green sends this one to right field, ranging over is Vasquez, and that's going to drop foul. The 0-2 pitch from Gonzalez. That one misses high. The 1-2 pitch is Green lines this one right into the glove of Morales once again. So 2 loud outs hit in the direction of Robert Morales.
The right fielder, number 34, Aaron Nieves.
So Aaron Nieves, the right fielder on this Overlook team. That one's in there for a strike. The 0-1, cut on a missed strike two. So Nieves now behind in the count. Two pitch. Cut out and missed strike three. The second strikeout of the night for Alejandro Gonzalez. And Overlook goes down in order. Bottom half of the second coming up. We're still scoreless. Orban Arizari, the 4-5-6 hitters, due up for the Ponce Cyclones. So Kozlowski, he pitched a 1-2-3. Bottom half of the first inning. As that one catches the outside corner. And cut on and missed in the dirt. He missed the tag with the throw down from R.J. Berlone is in time for the first out of the inning. That's the second strikeout of the night for Mike Kozlowski. And Derek Nieves now coming to the plate. And a big swing and a miss there for strike one. That one's going to be low in the dirt. And a big swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike two. Time's called again. One-two pitch. And that went high on his hands and looks like went off the shaft of the bat there. So 1-2 count. Kozlowski trying to get to retire Nieves. So 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside. And fouled back. We'll do it again. Two-two pitch. And got him looking strike three. Kozlowski went with the off-speed pitch and nailed the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts. The second out of the inning. So Vladimir Ortiz stepping in now, looking to be the first baseman of the night for the Cyclones. That one's outside. As this Ponce Cyclones team out of Puerto Rico, the only international team in this Mickey Mantle World Series tournament this year. In the past, there's been a fair amount of Canadian teams that have come their way for the Mickey Mantle World Series, but this year the only international team is this Ponce Cyclones team. The 1-1 pitch. And he offered on the swing, strike two. A 1-2 pitch. That misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 from Kozlowski. Got him looking strike 3. Painted the outside corner. That's 4 consecutive punch-outs for Mike Kozlowski. And we're through 2 innings of play, still scoreless here at Municipal Stadium. Top of the 3rd inning here at Waterbury Municipal Stadium. Jack Petrucci live here on Boxcast for the 3rd game played here at the Waterbury Municipal Stadium, the main site for the 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series. The 4th straight year the Mickey Mantle World Series has been right here in the brass city of Waterbury, Connecticut. Dan Minetti, the 8-9-1 due up for the Blacksox here in this top half of the 3rd inning. And that one misses inside. One-0 pitch. And that catches the outside corner for a strike. Mitch Abramovich waiting in on deck. And he waves at that one, strike 2. And time is called. One-two pitch. Cut on and missed strike 3. So Alejandro Gonzalez goes back with that fastball and gets Minetti swinging for this first strikeout of the game. So Mitch Abramovich in the 9-hole over at third base had a nice catch earlier in this game. It's Max Gross, the top of the order on deck. And a big swing through that one. The 0-1. And a curveball knocked foul. The 0-2 pitch. Cut out and missed strike 3. So back-to-back punch-out for Alejandro Gonzalez for the night.
The left fielder, number 3.
So back to the top of the order, Max Gross, who led off this game striking out looking. He got Gonzalez into a full count, but was unable to execute. That one's low for a ball. As mentioned before, Max Gross was on this Overlook team in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series, the runner-up from the 2018 Mickey Mantle World Series, who fell in the championship to the Michigan Bulls. As Gross hits a shot to center field, but Benarga tracing back and is under it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Alejandro Gonzalez. Bottom of the third coming up. We're still scoreless here at Municipal Stadium. Seven, 8, 9 due up for the Cyclones here in the bottom half of the third inning. Antonio Ponce. They're still scoreless, and there's only been one hit in this ball game. That was back in the top of the first inning, where Cody Colon had a two-out double off Alejandro Gonzalez, and other than that, that's been it. Only one hit allowed. Two teams, no scored, no walks even. There's been one base runner throughout this whole game thus far. Both two teams, two organizations that have high reputations in this Mickey Mantle World Series. So that one's on the outside corner for a strike, so Kozlowski quickly getting back to work. The 0-2. Now misses high, ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. He saws that one to the right side. Dan Minetti ranging over for number 1.
The right fielder, number 3, Michael Vasquez.
Michael Vasquez now, and the 8-hole stepping in for the first time tonight. And cut on a missed strike 1. And back-to-back fastballs, now 0-2. Rosado, the catcher, waiting in on deck. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 3. So 3 straight fastballs from Mike Kozlowski. And that's the 5th punch out of the night. And that'll bring up Rosado in the 9-hole for the Cyclones.
Will Kyle Rosado.
Puerto Rico still looking for their first base runner of the night, and he swings through another fastball. The 0-1 pitch catches the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3. Mike Kozlowski puts him down in order. The 6th strikeout of the night for him. And he is cruising on the mound. We're through 3 innings of play here at Municipal Stadium, still scoreless. Two, 3, 4 due up for Overlook. And through 3 innings of play combined, no runs, only 1 hit. And no walks or errors on either side. So there's only been, between the two teams, 1 base runner in this entire game.
So you're literally talking to yourself.
And he did go around strike 1. Ryan Scalaba, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back, now 0-2. And he grounds that one to the right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. So Ryan Scalaba has the Blacksox second hit of the ball game. And the leadoff man is on for Overlook. Cody Collin, who has the other Overlook Blacksox hit. He had a 2-out double back in the first inning. New pitcher for Puerto Rico is Mark Rivera, replacing Alejandro Gonzalez. Again, a big part of this Mickey Mantle World Series is how you work that pitch count and strategically work your pitchers and your pitching staff around that pitch count. And of course, it is all by calendar days, so if you throw under 20 pitches, you do not require any days of rest. And with multiple teams with games tomorrow, that could be a huge factor as that one skips away from Rosado. So Scalaba is going to head down to second base, and the go-ahead runs to scoring position. The 2-0 pitch. Cut on a miss, strike one. RJ Berlone, the catcher, waiting in on deck. Two one. Now RJ Berlone coming up with runners at the corners and still nobody out. A golden opportunity to get on the board here. Back. So the go-ahead run for the Blacksox away. The 1-1 is cut on a miss, strike two. And Mark Rivera has quite the jam to get out of here. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. The throw down to second base is in time. They got the tag, but a run's going to come in to score. So they get Cody Colon at second base, but the Black Sox are on the board first. Ryan Scalaba head first sliding into home. That puts the host team of this tournament, the Overlook Black Sox, on the board first. Now the bases are empty. RJ Berlone still at the plate. And time is called. Two-two pitch. In there for strike three, the breaking ball. Caught the inside corner of the plate for out number two. And Aaron Bainer now stepping in, who lined out to Robert Morales over there at shortstop his first time up. And that catches the corner, strike one. The 0-1. Fouled back now, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Again. With Johnny Green, the second baseman, waiting in on deck. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on a missed, strike three. He fooled him with the breaking ball. And that will retire the side, but with heads up base running, get on the first Bottom of the fourth coming up. Overlook leads this one 1-0. Abraham Medina, the top of this is coming up, and Mike Kozlowski has been remarkable. 5 strikeouts of the 9 batters he has faced, and Medina looks to bump it. It goes foul, who flew out to foul territory to Abramovich over at third base his first time out. Cut on him at strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. And that misses outside. One-two from Kozlowski. Outside 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it one more time. Two-two pitch. And foul back once again. A busy day of baseball where all 3 venues, Municipal Stadium right here, Muzzy Field in Bristol, Usage Park in Torrington, will be jam-packed games all day long. And cut on a missed strike 3. The 6th strikeout of the night from Mike Kozlowski. And Medina is retired for the first out of the inning. So Robert Morales, who grounded out to short back in the first inning. And he did offer on the swing strike 1. And 5 games played tomorrow here at Municipal Stadium. First game, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and then concluding with the night game, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Non-stop baseball. All 5 games here at the stadium will be broadcasted live here on the Boxcast app. The 0-2 pitch, and did he go around? Yes, he did. That's another punch out back-to-back for Kozlowski. The 7th strikeout. Or excuse me, that's now 8 for Kozlowski. 8 strikeouts here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Big swing and a miss, strike one. The 0-1. Cut on a miss, strike two. A lot to do here. Working quick. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses high. The 1-2 offering is... That one's going to miss low. Two-two pitch. Got him swinging, strike three again. 9 strikeouts through 4 innings for Mike Kozlowski. And we still have a scoreless ball game. We're through 4 innings of play
40 pitches right there.
with Overlook up 1-0 here. So Johnny Green to lead things off, and this is definitely one of the quicker games that we've seen today, as we're not even at the hour mark yet. We've already played 4 full innings. As the 6-7-8, the second baseman Johnny Green to lead things off, and he goes to drop down a bunt. That goes foul. Aaron Nieves, the right fielder, waiting in on deck. The 0-1 pitch, as he slaps that one over to Morales. The backhand play. Long throw is in time for out number 1. Morales has been very solid defensively over there at shortstop today.
Right fielder, number 34, Aaron Nieves.
So Aaron Nieves, who was a strikeout victim back in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch. That catches the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. And slap that one to the left side, of base hit. So Aaron Nieves has the 4th Blacksox hit of the night.
First baseman, number 15,
So Dan Menente. And time is called. Menente was also a strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. Yeah, big swing through that one. Strike two. Excuse me, that's on the outside corner for strike two. So now 0-2 behind in the count. Is Mark Rivera looking to punch him out here. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. The 1-2 pitch. And went with the breaking ball, got him swinging strike three. So that's the second out of the inning, also the second strikeout of the night for Dan Manente. Mitch Abramovich now stepping in, who he as well was a strikeout victim back in the third inning. As that one right back to Mark Rivera. And that will retire the side. The Black Sox leave one on, but still lead this one 1-0. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Corbin Irizarry. The 4-5-6 hitters. As that one's in there for a strike. Mike Kozlowski, well, has been remarkable. 9 strikeouts heading into now the bottom of the fifth inning. In a very tight 1-0 game. As that one's fouled off. And of course, the big question mark on how far Kozlowski will go is that pitch count factor. And you know, it is by calendar days as far as the rest period goes. But if he throws over 81 pitches in this game, he will have to take 4 days off, which will practically take him out of the rest of the tournament. That's going to be hit to the right side, and it's going to get through. So that is the first base runner of the evening. That's going to be an ruled out an E3. The Cyclones finally have a base runner aboard. It took them to the bottom of the fifth inning, to do so. So Derek Nieves. As the So Nieves squaring to bunt now. It's 0-1. And with how pitching and defensive heavy this game has been, that runner over at first base is very crucial in Irizarry. He squares the bunt again, but pulls back. A 1-1. Nieves again pulls it back. This is actually the first time tonight where Kozlowski has had to work from the stretch. He was throwing perfect baseball up until this 5th inning. Two one. He gets the bunts down. Kozlowski, he's going to throw to second, but he overthrows him. There's going to be no advancement, but it looks like Kozlowski kind of lost his footing on the grass. So back-to-back errors committed by this Blacksox team. And just like that, 2 runners on for the Cyclones. I think they're over there checking on Kozlowski. It looked like when he went to release that ball, he did kind of slip awkwardly. And another thing to note, because they're going by the 2017 rules, with the 2 mound visits, the pitcher automatically has to come out of the game. I do not believe that will count as a mound visit, because it was to check on an injury. So I believe head coach Mike Brown still does have 2 mound visits before he comes out of the game. Vladimir Ortiz, the designated hitter, in a huge spot here, but he's squaring around to bunt, and he does so. And pulls that one back for ball 1. Squares again to bunt and does get that one down right in front of home plate. They will go to first. They'll get the out there. But now the Cyclones have 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. And Antonio Ponce coming to the plate. And you're looking back at those 2 errors, and if both those plays are made, you're looking at the end of this inning. But now with the mistakes of Overlook, there's 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position, and the infield is in all around the diamond. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Antonio Ponce flew out to Dan Minetti over there at first base. His first time up. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses high. Overlook up 1-0 in this game, but Puerto Rico has the tying run 90 feet away and a potential go-ahead run at second base. The 2-1. That catches the outside corner, strike 2. Two-two pitch. Foul back, we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and 2 runners in scoring position for the Cyclones. And that just missed outside. Michael Vasquez in right field, waiting in on deck. 3-2 pitch. Chopper that goes to Green at second. He's going to come home. The plate is going to skip away from him. Another run's going to come around the plate. The plate is not in time, and Puerto Rico takes a 2-1 lead. Three errors in this inning for Overlook, and Puerto Rico has capitalized on each and every one.
The right fielder, number 3, Michael Vasquez.
And with the infield in, that was the move, as Johnny Green had the momentum coming towards him, but he just couldn't get the throw high enough. In a blink of an eye, you go from having a perfect game thrown against you to being up 2-1. And that's going to be the evening for Kozlowski. An unbelievable pitching performance for that man right there. 9 strikeouts. A new pitcher coming in for Overlook, now trailing 2-1 when we come back. So Jason Claiborne in to try and stop the bleeding here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And Puerto Rico still does not have a hit in this ball game, but with 3 errors committed by the Blacksox, they have rallied to take a 2-1 lead. And a guy Mike Kozlowski, who came into this inning having a perfect game, had not allowed a single base runner. And with a couple balls bouncing the way in the favor of the Cyclones, they now have a 2-1 lead. And now it's the 8-hitter Michael Vasquez. First pitch from Claiborne. Over the heart of the plate for a strike. The 0-1. Breaking ball high, strike 2. Vasquez was a strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 3. So Jason Claiborne, 3 pitches and 3 strikes, the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 64,
Wilkael Rosado, the 9-hitter who also struck out back in that 3rd inning. And he fouls that one back. And two, like I mentioned before, 2 very reputable programs throughout the history of this Mickey Mantle World Series. Of course, Overlook being the runner-ups in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series. And the Puerto Rico representative has always been a strong candidate in this Mickey Mantle World Series. The 1-1 pitch. That misses low. Two 1 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 2. Two pitch. Breaking ball strike 3. So they got him looking, and that retires the side. But Puerto Rico with a couple balls bouncing their way and 3 errors on the side of Overlook. They have bounced back and lead this one 2-1. We're through 5 innings. Overlook coming up. Top of the order is due up for Overlook in Max Gross, who has been in situations like this in this tournament before, who was a huge factor in Overlook's semifinal victory against the Doolins Dodgers in last year's Mickey Mantle World Series. A game that was one of the best that we saw last year. Max Gross on the mound and at the plate was huge and is in a pretty big spot here. Gross, Scalaba, and Cody Colon. The top of the order due up for this Overlook Blacksox team. The 0-2 to Gross. That's high. The 1-2 pitch. As he saws that one off to right field, under it, and making the catch in right field is Michael Vasquez for the first out of the inning. So Scalaba singled back in the fourth inning and came around to score. He is the only run of this Overlook game so far. And the off-speed pitch drops in there for a strike. The 0-1. And that's on the outside corner, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. That's high and tight. The 1-2 pitch. And that hit him. So Ryan Scalaba is on, and that is a big, big runner over there at first base. Cody Conlon, who has one of the 4 Overlook hits in this game. And he lines that one to shortstop. They go to second for one, on to first in the double play, 6-4-3. A huge play by this Puerto Rico defense, and they get out of a big, big jam. Bottom half of the 6th inning coming up. Cyclones still leading this one, 2-1.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 9, Adrian Medina.
So the top of the order due up for Puerto Rico if they could try and take insurance here. And the Blacksox will have one last shot at the top of this 7th inning to try and extend this ball game. As he slaps that one over to shortstop, ranging back and making the play is Scalaba. So Robert Morales, who has been
Shortstop, number 13.
so solid defensively out there at shortstop today, who just saw a couple minutes ago turned the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. As that one's in the dirt. Morales grounded out to shortstop in the first inning and then struck out in the fourth. The 1-0. That catches the outside corner, strike one. That one's fouled off to the right side. Now 1-2. As mentioned before, this Puerto Rico Cyclones team is the only international team of the 12 teams here at the Mickey Mantle World Series this year. Comes to 1-2. Grounded foul, do it again. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike three. So Claiborne goes back with the fastball for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 52, Hector Baerga.
Hector Baerga up here with two down. And he grounds this one over to Johnny Green at second base. And that will retire the side. The Black Sox down to their last 3 outs. They need one run to extend this game. 7th inning coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Overlook just needs one run to extend this ball game, and they're at their 4, 5, 6th place in the order. R.J. Berlone.
Who was it no
3 years. And the guy that's announced goes, hey, he's got a no-no going. The next pitch, ground ball to first error, then error throw, then error. I'm like, yeah, nice job, kid.
So R.J. Berlone, who flew out to left field in his first at bat, and then struck out looking in the fourth.
When that kid gets on his knee and that's it.
Routine ground ball right out. So Johnny did make an error throwing, but in the pitch made an error throwing, but let's get you in down the bases.
But you can just tell Johnny to face him. So
Another ball to one.
The 0-1.
What is it, from the plate or the back?
He hit the final slate and took a weird
Yeah,
error.
yeah.
The 1-1, and that one is the outside corner. Berlone followed by Aaron Boehner and John Green, the 4-5-6 duo for the Blacksox. And time is called. And that one's in the dirt. So count all filled up at 3-2. And cut on a missed strike too. And that's up high, ball 4. So the tying run is now on first base. As RJ Berlone is a huge runner over there at first base. And we're going to have a pinch runner. So Derek Young is going to come in and pinch run here. And that is the biggest run of the ball game for this Overlook team. And time's going to be called. This is a big situation. You're at your 5 spot in the order, and that run is the most important run of the ball game. And this situation where runs are so scarce and happen all game, you got to do anything you can. But a pitching change is going to take place as the Cyclones trying to close this game 1 of pool play out. When we come back.
Stadium's weird for signals too.
So new pitcher coming in is John Medina. So John Medina, the new pitcher for Puerto Rico. And Aaron Boehner, your 5 hitter at the plate. Nobody out, and the tying run, and Derek Young waiting on first base. And he squares the bunt. And he lunges at it for strike one. And really just trying to throw any part of the bat on that one. And he throws over, and that's going to get away from him. It's going to roll the dugout, and Derek Young is going to get awarded second base. So that saves you for a sacrifice bunt as Derek Young's now down in scoring position. Now he could have Banner swing away here. That is a huge, huge play. John Medina with the lefty pickoff move. You're more likely to get the runner at second, and he just threw it away. The 0-1. Swung on a missed strike, too. Time is called. So 2 strikes, but nobody out in the tying runs in scoring position. Time again is called. As Rosado's going to take a walk out to the mound. The 0-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 3. First out of the inning. And now Johnny Green stepping into the plate. That's outside. And Green, of course, had one of those 3 errors defensively in the top half, or bottom half of that 5th inning. The 1-0. Slap down the right field line, that's going to get foul. And time's called. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss low. Time again is called at the plate. Every pitch of this at bat, crucial. It's 2-1. And that's a shot to right field, coming in. They're going to lose in the light. It's going to get down. They're going to hold Young at third base. Johnny Green's going to head down to second, but a huge hit. As it looked like Medina lost it in the lights, dropped down for a base hit. And now runners are at second and third with one down. Aaron Nieves, who singled back in the fifth. With the infield in all around the diamond. Big cut on a missed strike one. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there, strike two. What a thriller we have for our final game of day one of the Mickey Mantle World Series. The 0-2. Fastball, high ball one. Derek Young on second. Derek Young on third, excuse me. Johnny Green at second. The tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position with one out. The 1-2 pitch. And he fouled off the breaking ball. Do it again. The 1-2 pitch. And gets away from him. Young hesitated and diving back into third base wisely. And Derek Young didn't get the jump he wanted, and I think that was a smart move. And off the glove of Rosado. And on a pass ball like that, again, if you hesitate for a split second, it's going to be a close play at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on Aaron Nieves. The 2-2 pitch. And the dirt ball 3. Three-two. Fouled off, will do it again. Nieves not being an easy out this at bat. The 3-2 pitch. Cut on a missed strike 3. He went with the inside fastball and tied him up. A huge pitch from Medina. Joseph Sabo, the pinch hitter for Overlook. Down to their final out. Breaking ball, did he go? No, he didn't. So he held up there. Derek Young sitting at third base. The tying run, 90 feet away. And what has been a thriller of a finale of day one of the Mickey Mantle World Series. Time is called. And another thing to note, Puerto Rico is 1 out away from winning this thing. They still do not have a hit in this ball game. 3 errors from Overlook turned into 2 runs for Puerto Rico. The 1-0. That's low. Two-0. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. A big cut through that one now, 2-2. Overlook down to their final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Foul back, will do it again. Time is called. Derek Young on third, Johnny Green on second. The 2-2. Got him, swinging strike 3. And Puerto Rico takes game 1 of pool play as they steal the victory from the host team. And something that I don't think any viewer here today has ever seen in a baseball game. A team have a no-hitter thrown against them, and they still win the game. Puerto Rico did not have a single hit in this ball game, and they still ended up with a 2-1 victory. 3 errors is all it took for the Cyclones, the kids from Ponce, Puerto Rico, to get a win against the defending runner-ups and the host team, the Overlook Blacksox. What was a thriller in the finale here today. That will wrap up Game 1 and Day 1 of the Mickey Mantle World Series tomorrow. 5 games to be played here at Municipal Stadium, streamed all live here on Boxcast.